Okay, so first of all, welcome. It's nice to meet you. My name is Jacek Tomkiewicz. I am a professor of economics at Koźmiński University, and I've got the pleasure to be host of this meeting. Yeah, I see
Thank you.
that our speaker is with us. Thanks God. Okay, so I've got the pleasure to say a few words about our speaker. So I would like to introduce Ms. Aleksandra Gatowska. She holds the position of the chairman of the board of PZU Life, PZU Życie in Polish. Is the biggest Polish insurance company. Ms. Gatowska is very experienced manager. She had the opportunity to work in few leading companies from the Polish capital market. And of course, from my point of view, the most important position in her CV is the executive MBA diploma granted from Koźmiński
Yes.
University. So I am very happy that we can meet again. And now the floor is going to Ms. Gatowska, who is going to talk about very interesting things. I am not able to read the entire title, it's huge. But the most important thing is that we are going to discuss about the company, which is very experienced one, more than 2 centuries of the history. And the question is, how can we combine this huge experience with challenges of the contemporary world? So thank you again for joining us. Iza Gatowska, floor goes to you. And after the presentation, after the speech, we will have some time to have a discussion, to answer the question, and message for the participants. Please paste your question in the Q&A session, and then I will be able to read the question and follow the discussion according to the question I got from you. So that's all from my. Thank you again, and Ms. Alexandra, please go on.
Thank you very much for the introduction. And it's really big title, but the company is big, so no, I'm kidding. But let's start. Thank you for having me here. And yes, I was ending my executive MBA on Koźmiński University. Actually, during the pandemic, at the beginning of it, so I figure out how nowadays students have difficult times sometimes, but we have to live also in different times and different conditions. So hello everyone. PZU, as you can hear already, is more than 2 centuries company, and we are trying to tell that we are more than 2 centuries of trust and experience, which is good, and on the one hand, but on the other hand, it's something which is very challenging. The PZU Group is the largest financial institution in Central and Eastern Europe, which in only Poland we have 22 million clients. And for these 200 years, we protected what people treasure the most, namely life, property, and health. The company's origins are intertwined with the outset of insurance in Poland, but actually, in back to the 19th century, when the fire insurance company for cities in southern Prussia was established, and then the insurer was the first such a company to collect mandatory contributions from citizens and cover the cost of damage caused by fires. And since these early days, of course, the political, economic situation of Poland and the whole Europe changed frequently and dramatically. Different times we have now. At some point along the way, we experienced a gigantic, devastating war, followed by a laborious reconstruction of a country in ruins. And our company has also undergone transformation, number of names, occasions, adopting new names, structures, products, etc. However, one thing has remained unchanged. PZU's most important capital has been the trust earned among our clients, and of course, everyone insurer are based on trust. But actually, as you have 200 years, it's not only the trust but also the responsibility for people not in one country but now in 5 countries. So we of course establish our company on a trust, but also we look into the future or technological solutions. However, they mainly has to be connected to relations with our clients. And tapping into the more than 200 years of experience in this industry, coupled with our potential and scale of business, we keep holding the leading position in this part of Europe. For generations, we have been working to build our image as an icon. And this is somehow sometimes very funny things happened when people say that they insured their houses, for example, and other insurance, but they say that they buy our company's policies, because this is like the key names for Adidas or Nike or Spotify, etc. In Poland, PZU is an iconic company. Every day we accompany tens of millions of Poles in their lives, and this is very responsible for us, helping them fulfill their dreams of security, of prosperity, and liberty. And by setting new standards, and I believe that PZU as a greatest company in Poland in financial sector, we have to set up the standards. We have to also establishing trends, pursuing ambitious goals. Our brand has become synonymous with insurance, quality, and reliability in the minds of people in Poland. We are very close to our clients, even in the literal sense, putting at their disposal the largest service and sales network among all insurance operating in Poland. We derive our strength and experience from tradition, but we always look forward into the future. PZU Life, as Jacek Tomkiewicz says previously, is a member of the whole PZU group. The company I manage already accounts for half of the total written premium in Poland. This means that over a dozen million people have entrusted us with what they treasure the most: life, health, and future for themselves and their families. And on the one hand, we are proud of it. On the other, it's a challenge, of course, especially in nowadays. Our philosophy of thinking about clients is a departure from the classic model of insurers, clients relations rooted solely in sales and after sales service. We try to go a step further. We place the client in the center of our attention. And of course, it's not a fancy words only. Our commitment is reflected in specific actions. We have consciously chosen a focus on the client, and we are intent of keeping it that way. Already, for example, as part of our multi-module training endeavors in this area, we have improved the qualifications of over 1,000 PZU and PZU Zdrowie as a healthcare provider, employees, and physicians. And this was really really great, even in on the Polish customer-centric market. Why? Because we are the only company in Poland that has so significantly developed the competences of people in the area of customer-centric customer experience, and we consider our investment and a good client experience to be a crucial significance. And for me, it's very important to have ambassadors in different areas of company, not only a manager who knows what customer centric is, but also the other people who work on different levels on in different departments. And I have ambassadors there, so it really eases me to go deeper in the client relationships projects. However, within the framework of our consistently pursued strategy, we are building entire ecosystems in which we offer personalized, flexible, and comprehensive products, not only connected to insurance, and this servicing matching the needs of increasingly demanding clients at every stage of their lives. And this is something more than a relationship with the insurer. Actually, we want to be close to the real needs of our clients, serving them as an advisor. And even I will not hesitate to use this word, even as a friend. Because our agents has really close, sometimes has really close relationships to our clients, and know our clients sometimes better than themselves. And we build long-term relationships with clients rooted in knowledge, responsibility, and mutual trust. And of course, when we have 200 years, we have different systems, we have different IT development issues, but we always try to look forward. We teach our people and our clients how to take care of their own future and that of their family members, and how to protect their health and security. And this is something which is very important to me, because we are a guide who teaches Poles to think ahead, especially about life insurance and healthcare. And for me, which is where is the idea stands behind it, I believe that smart prevention is a key significance. We keep convincing our clients to invest in healthcare before sick care becomes necessary, and we don't want to be only sick care provider, but more healthcare provider. Recently, in particular, this approach has acquired a special dimension, as I said before. And the coronavirus pandemic that has claimed millions of lives around the world has made it painfully obvious how many scenarios are unpredictable ahead of time. And the plans we had previously developed to serve us for years had to be narrowed down to weeks or even days. This are uncertain of tomorrow, and the fear for health, security of employment, and property have further broadened the field for insurance. And of course, the essence of which is to subdue potential threats and provide clients with security. But of course, this is the potential new platform for talking to clients, new platform for educate them. The ongoing pandemic has also clearly demonstrated the significance of community and action based on reliance on one another. The strength is the group because the scale of our group business is large. We feel obligated to provide something more than only sales of insurance. So in 2020 alone, we donated more than 77 million for socially beneficial projects. Out of this amount, every third Polish zloty, or a total of 25 million zlotych, was spent on the provision of assistance to hospitals and service fighting COVID-19. And among others uses of our funds, we purchase equipment and means of protection for medical professionals, police officers, and border guards, and provided support for special assistance hotlines and health prevention campaign. And moreover, PZU Healthcare launched a drive-through mobile vaccination center, which was included in the national system for combating COVID-19. And why am I telling this? Because for me, iconic companies and companies that are responsible for more than only a business just engage also more than normal businesses. And of course, we were able to do this because of financials, but also we believe that it's not only the thing that we can use as a fear and insurance this fear. We also have to talk to people and lower the fear in the society. Also, in strictly business terms, we were faced with challenges unprecedented in the entire history of our operations, because for us it was a really great action to move forward to remote work. We had to react quickly to unexpected situations that had previously been known only in literature or movies. Changes in the system of governance and our organization, in relationships with our teams and clients, and redefining goals. These all things were really tough. However, it ends very well, and we did it. We go through remote work and remote processes. So for us, it was really great in the end. In the public consciousness, the pandemic has fundamentally changed the way people think about their health. And this is caused by triggering a reflection on the need for prevention through changing everyday habits. And for us as an insurance, the challenge is not only to provide benefits or care to our sick clients, but above all, to keep them fit and in good health as long as possible. Because in my opinion, we have to go for the not only lifespan but also health span, and this is the goal for me as a CEO. But due to the scale of our business, we are capable of exerting a real impact on the lives of millions of people by pursuing ambitious business objectives and educate them to prolong the health span of their lives. And for obvious reasons, people prefer to think about life insurance and healthcare in terms of the distant future and procrastinate the making of any decisions in these areas. And we try to show them a completely different perspective. We teach people to think and plan ahead. We convince people that what they intend to do tomorrow, they should do today. And for me, it's very important that life insurance is not only for life and health, but also what we do is to give a hints and give a hand also when people, for example, in tough time of pandemic, um, has problems in organizing them their lives and their relationships with other people, with lockdown and consequences of the lockdown. So rather than waiting for a misfortune to happen in all the areas, it is smart to act here and now. We know that today's world poses lots of challenges and obligations for everyone, but caring for one's health and financial safety and that of one's family members must be, and it is a priority. The length and quality of people's life depends on adopting this approach. So for me, it's very important. Our objective is to break down the wall between the world of insurance and one of healthcare. And we try to do the holistic healthcare ecosystem, which cover broad-ranging preventive healthcare campaign, insurance products adapted to the changing needs and lifestyle of Poles, and the financing of a variety of medical services. And I strongly believe that owing to our actions, millions of Poles will extend their lives in a good health. Our natural partner on this path are employers, who are required not only to provide their staff with work tools and pay their wages and salaries, but also have the duty to care for the mental and physical well-being of their employees and respond to their actual needs of problems. And for me, this is also the potential to have an impact not only on our direct clients, but on their family and on the whole society. So we have a lot of wins here. Classic life insurance has been extended to include health insurance, of course, loan platforms, sports benefits, and preventions webinars. It has become a standard for us, and also we try to help in building the employer-employee relationship. We create a relationship in which each party is winner, as I said before. So we have a lot of winners in this kind of perspective. PZU is PZU also as the market leader. We try to we are already able to offer benefits and services that set new standards, but of course we combine tradition with modernity in a creative manner. And our intention is not to dehumanize medical services, but wherever we can, we boldly reach for the latest technological achievements. We skillfully combine what is typically for an insurer, namely stability, calmness, prudence, and trust, with the agility typically for startups. Because PZU is much more than just insurance. And what I said before, we, on the one hand, we try to teach our physicians how to have a great relationship with their patients or clients, but on the other hand, we equip them with the latest technology achievements. So we use the innovative technological devices, and not to dehumanize medical services, but to help medicines to serve better. The innovative technology tested by PZU has also been successfully applied in the fight against the coronavirus. And what I like to say, at the height of the second wave of the pandemic, PZU Healthcare co-created the home medical care program, which was One of the really nice program to get done together with government, where almost 100,000 people, patients, have already taken advantage of the program by completing a total of 3.5 million pulse oximeter measurements. And what was here the outcomes? We figure out the program, we go to the government said the Ministry of the Healthcare said that this is a great program, let's do it together. And our consultants and physicians monitoring the test results of pulse oximeter, and it saves lives. It's also documented that this really effectively reducing the mortality rate among COVID patients. So we try to be on different manners, different ways of helping people, not only giving the money for different treatments or needs, but also create something new. So we also encourage others to create and develop the solutions. Concern for people's health does not boil down to treatment alone. Of course, in fact, prevention and physical activity are of fundamental significance and for years, PZU has been consistently involved in promoting physical activity and a healthy lifestyle among Poles. Our objectives also is to motivate people by showing them remarkable examples of professional athletes. We are proud to support the career of Poland's most famous tennis player, Iga Świątek. Together with her, we conduct social campaigns such as the PZU Good Team, which was directed to kids and to move them from the sofas to go and be active. And this was really great. This has a really great audience, and many of children were engaged. Also, we had our cooperation with AMP Football Polska, an organization that brings together adult footballers after amputation and children and youth with all types of disabilities, which deserves special notice. Through these initiatives, players have the opportunity to fulfill their dreams, but also we show that everyone may go and be active, and it makes them feel part of a larger athletic community. So for me, this combined effect of improved financial performance and social commitment shows the full measure of our success. Once again, in our 20-year history, 200-year history, sorry, we have demonstrated that apart from high earnings, it is equally important to operate as an organization that inspires trust and suggest patterns of behavior that are appropriate in challenging times. And for me, what is worth here, that no matter what kind of size is the company, the people really matters, and as long as people really matters, the company will really be part of this society and may be iconic. So this was my ideas, what I wanted to share with you. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much for this presentation, for this speech. We all know that we already know that PZU is the biggest Polish insurance company. I think it's not only Polish, right? You are the
Yes, it's
biggest in the
also
entire
in
Central
5
Europe,
other
right?
countries. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you again for this. I'm just reminding that it is possibility to ask the question via the live Q&A session. Uh, okay, so we've got Jose. Uh,
I said PZU.
okay, the question is about the obstacles, about the challenges in the international expansion.
Of course, we are active on maybe not very similar, but close countries to Poland. So it's maybe easier for us to maintain some cultural issues. But there are cultural issues, and what is for us important, we are not dealing with abroad companies that are in PZU groups as a central or headquarter. Of course, we are having the relationships with them, but they are still have some liberty in making decisions. So we really acknowledge their culture, their knowledge about some kind of issues that we may even not understand sometimes. So they are almost doing the business as they like. Of course, there is some kind of reporting strategy, etc. However, they are really great in what they're doing. So we are not changing this, and we are not the headquarter for them.
Okay, so there is also a question, Pascal, about financial performance of your businesses abroad. So do they meet the expectations of the headquarters?
Yes, they do, and actually, they are lately they are more than our expectations, about 10%. So they are doing great, and maybe it's even easier because we are the biggest in Poland, but also the biggest in this country. So or one of the third companies. So for us, it's a bit better situation. However, they are do really well.
Mhm. And what about the future? Do you
Yeah, we
think
have
about the?
actually we have some kind of plan in terms of future M&As, and we are taking into account such countries as Romania, Hungary, maybe Czech or Slovakia.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
even it still is on the Central Eastern Europe.
Thank you for the answer. We are waiting for the question, but I've got a lot of questions for you,
Okay,
so
great.
do not worry. It won't be boring. You said a lot about the technologies, right? How
Mhm.
modern technologies are helpful in providing your services,
Mhm.
in dealing with clients, in dealing with doctors, and so on. But I am wonder whether you look at the technologies as a challenge. I'm asking about the so-called fintechs, which are more and more present on financial market. So, is it a real challenge that you have to compete with something what
On
did
one
not
hand,
exist?
yes, but on one hand, of course, it's a challenge. But on the other, they actually want to or sell their business or work with on the high scale. So we are the great partner for them, and a lot of startups from fintech solutions come over to us, and we are a lot of discussions, not only from fintech but also from ESG or green deal solutions, because we have also the so many agricultural products. So I think that for us sometimes it's even better when they come over to us, or we even initiate the meetings, because we are big companies. So sometimes to build the new solution is very time consuming, and to work with startup, it's a better way for us.
Okay, so on the one hand, challenge, but on the other hand, new
Yes,
opportunities.
this
Yeah.
is sometimes it's not a challenge, but it's something which can help us.
Mhm. Great, great. Okay, if, my profession is macroeconomics, so I have to ask the question because I know that insurance companies about the collecting the premiums and paying the compensation, but on the other hand, is huge area is the asset management.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my question is, how do you deal with the environment of the very low interest rate? Is it problem or
It's tough for
is
us, especially with endowment products, and now it's hard time for us in this area. However, we also try to invest, for example, in the instruments that government gives to the enterprises. So we were able to invest in I don't know in English, but in Polish it's tarcza. So coronavirus
Mhm.
help for enterprises, and there are some instruments that help us. However, really uh, I would really enjoy the good news in terms of rates.
Okay, but on the other hand, if you got too much cash, it's time to think about some mergers, acquisitions, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's
Mm.
true. That's true.
Uh-huh. You mentioned that coronavirus changed a lot,
Yeah.
but is it really seen from the point of view of behavior of the people? Do people look in the totally different way at the insurance company? Do they change their attitudes towards the insurance, especially in life insurance issues?
I think that people now does not that does not see if it's life insurance or medical insurance or car accidental insurance. They are the same, maybe not the same, but the same provider. And in Poland, and not only in Poland, these products are divided, regulated, etc. And this is the something which is challenging for different different companies, because we have to give the offer to the clients, no matter from what kind of company we are, if this is car or accident insurance, life insurance, or medical insurance. So inside we have to change our operations, our processes, etc. Even if we will touch, for example, provisions to agents. They are hired in some kind of companies, and we have to now combine it together. And this is something which is uh, very challenging because of the law. So we have to do something that, for example, if I am a life insurance agent and you are a car accident agent, who will be the client for me and for you? So we have to divide our provisions, etc. So this is something challenging. However, we don't even I or you, we don't want to lose the client, so we have to deal with it and think about it.
Mhm. Okay, you also said that you've got the special relation with the clients.
Yeah.
I can support your words. I still remember my parents who say that Our Lady from PZU, who comes every year to issue the insurance for the car, for the apartment, and so on and so on, right? The question is, does it still really matter, or in the contemporary world with the internet, with buying online insurance and so on, is it still the market is working like this? But
Um,
this special
yes, this is.
direct.
This is really mixed now because
Mhm,
some people would like to buy some kind of product very easily and very rapidly,
mhm.
very I just want to go there and buy, even not giving my data, personal data, which is not obviously happened because I have to do something with it. But on the other thing, there are clients who needs the whole story behind it, the whole relationship with the agent, etc., etc. Because sometimes the cases are really hard. So this is not something that I will talk to anybody about my health state, about my I don't know, property things,
Asset
etc., etc.
management, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's so we need the relationship, but also we need the control. As a client, we need the control of this relationship because not everyone wants to be so close, and there are clients which want to be very close. However, there is also, you said about your parents, and my parents also are insured in PZU, but we have to do the dialogue with the younger clients, and this is challenging for us, but I think that and I believe that we are better and better year by year in this.
Mhm. Okay, we've got 3 minutes, so time for the last question. I'm very curious because we already have in Poland more than 2 million people from abroad who live and
Yeah.
work here. So have you got any research and any data how PZU is doing among this group? So
And
is
this
it
is
as
very
popular as the
this question is very nice because my work diplomatic work for Koziminski was about
I didn't know. I didn't
insurance
know.
for
So
for people from abroad. So yeah, we have some kind of researches, and we tried to do some products for them. However, a pandemic go across for this. However, now we will still do some kind of dialogue here, and trying to we will trying to build some new products here because yeah, I think that this would be very needed, very helpful for them. And I think that it should be mixed with other cases, not only the insurance, but for example, legalize their work here, or something like this, some kind of this services.
Mhm. Okay, so you
Yeah, but
realize that there
it
is
was
a
very nice.
few million of
Yeah,
potential clients, right? And
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay, guys, I think so. Our meeting is going to an end, so there is no point in starting a new topic. So first of all, thanks all the listeners for being with us. Of course, the biggest thank you is going to our speaker, Ms. Aleksandra
Thank you
Agatowska.
very much.
So it was pleasure to host you today, and I'm very happy that we could spend this 45 minutes on very important and interesting discussion. So thank you very much for it, and enjoy the afternoon. And I hope you did like the session. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.